Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Yesterday, put out a video saying that sports decoding is back and recommended you either sign up on the new website, the Gematria Effect News app, or on Patreon, where I've done it for the last few years. I got a lot of emails. I noticed there's about 15 people who signed up for Patreon since yesterday. So some people were able to get through, but I have more than 15 emails from different people saying that Patreon did not work. It kept rejecting. They could not sign up. If you want to sign up for the sports content and Patreon's not working for you, good news. A new website just launched a little more than a week ago, not yesterday, but the last Friday. We launched the new social media platform, Gematria Effect News on Mighty Networks. And again, this website's awesome. It's totally free to use, so be sure to sign up. But within the free site, there is a place where you can pay $5 a month and you'll get access to all the sports content. And today will be the first day of using the service. If you're on Patreon, don't worry, you're still going to get the content on Patreon, but it's also going to go up on the new website. And honestly, you might want to, if you're in it for the sports, you might want to consider switching over from Patreon to the new site, because what's going to be nice about the new site is it'll be troll free, because it's very easy for me to ban the trolls on my own site, unlike Patreon, where it gives them an instant refund so they can sign up 5 seconds later, which is the dumbest policy in the history of policies. But anyway, there'll be no trolls on here. And the other thing that's nice about this website actually works. Whereas Patreon sucks and it takes 30 minutes just to log in, and it has all sorts of glitches and errors. This website runs like a well-oiled machine. It's quick, it's responsive, that there's no glitches, there's no hangups. So you'll probably have a lot better experience on the new Gematria Effect News social media site, where you can also get on the sports page. Again, to get on this site, you can do it through your desktop. And let me provide that link real quick in the chat. If you're in the live chat, if you're on a desktop, you can get to this website through the link I just put in the chat, gematria-effect-news.mn.co. That should get you to the site. Actually, here in that link, it had the / feed. I think you don't want that on there when you first sign up. Okay, reposted the link without the feed part. But that link I just posted, if you click that, that should work on your desktop. But ultimately, if you have a smartphone, you're going to want to use this site on your phone. The app is very clean. Again, it's free to download the app. Go in your app store and search Mighty Networks. Download that. Once it's downloaded, search Gematria Effect News. When you find that, join that. Then you're in the community site. You won't have to do it again. Once you join, you'll just be a part of it. When you open up the app from now on, you'll be in the site. And then to get to the sports decoding section of the site, you'll see on the left side, there's something that says groups. If you go to groups, you'll find the one that says sports decoding and picks. And that's where all the premium exclusive content will be. And I did announce earlier this year, I plan to be long done with the book that I've been working on many months before this. As soon as I am done with this project, my next thing is to put together the sports encyclopedia for Gematria decoders. But what I've decided I'm going to do is, before I even get that in book form, I'm going to start putting in the sections of the sports Gematria decoding almanac. I'm just going to start plugging it in as articles into the new Gematria Effect News website. So I will essentially build up the book in digital form on this platform, and then I will also turn it into a physical copy of a book eventually for people who want that. There might be people who just prefer the digital form. But again, it is nice to have things in print, because sometimes electronics fail, and if you got something handy there that's printed out, as long as you don't lose it, you'll always have it. So anyhow, a lot of people are unable to sign up for Patreon. If you're one of those people, here's a better way to get on there anyway. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that Patreon didn't work. And yeah, you shouldn't have any problems. So again, just follow the steps. Download the Mighty Networks app. Once it's downloaded, join Gematria Effect News. And then once you join that group, you can post and contribute in all the free forums and everything that's on there. But if you want the sports content, then go to groups and sign up for the sports decoding and picks. And today will be the first live stream for this upcoming football season, college and pro. And again, that starts at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 Eastern. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 Eastern. And if you are new to the app, it's very intuitive. You just get on there and start clicking around. You'll figure it out in no time. But when you drop into the homepage, you see the latest posts from the community. If you're signed up for the premium content, you'll also see the premium content posts. And, you know, people are posting memes on here, information, sports decodes. People are posting all sorts of content. So there's all sorts of value to be gotten from the platform. And again, it's not for Gematria only. It's for anything truth related. The website, ultimately, it's about building community. You can share as much information about yourself in your profile. When you get on there, you can set up a profile, share as much as you want. You can share your real name if you want to. You can go by a nickname. You can share your city of location. And again, if people are willing to share their cities, there is a feature where you can look at who's close to you, send them a message, start a conversation, try to again build up some links, that network, build up a group of truth seeker friends in your area, you know, feel less isolated, go out and do things just like the group down in Dallas has been doing. So, anyhow, again, when you get on the site, though, if you want the sports, click the groups and you should see the sports decoding and picks. And again, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 Eastern. That's a little less than 3 hours from now. We will be live streaming today talking about college football. I'm going to put out my future for the championship. I think I see what it is again. And we'll be talking about the NFL season as well, futures, week one games, college and pro, and we'll be doing it all year. And again, once I get done with writing this book that's been turning my hair gray, I don't think I'm ever going to try to write a short book again. It's harder than writing a long book. But again, I am going to start plugging away and putting in a lot of information because ultimately the reality is, you guys, the only way that this community is ever going to build is through sports. People don't care enough about news or politics or any of that. They care a lot about sports. And I think part of the reason you're seeing the decline in the community is because I'm not focusing on the sports. And sadly, that's where the mind's eye of the masses is. And ultimately, that might be the way to definitively get humanity to wake up. If we can break their mind control of sports. And again, we'll continue to show how sports are connected with the news. But I think it's been a mistake the last year and a half for building the movement, whereas I've focused more on news and trying to stop the agendas that are in motion and going away from sports, just evaluating what's happened to the community and the decline in support. Got to focus more back on the sports. And for people who don't like that, you guys are in the minority. Sorry. I'll still continue to keep up with everything else, but the sports is where the mind's eye of the masses is, and we're trying to get that mind's eye to wake up. So, thank you to everyone who signs up. And again, today is Saturday. It's August 27th, 2022, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 Eastern will be the live show. It'll probably run at least a few hours. And if you can't catch it live, you can always watch it anytime after. And also, for people who are new, who haven't heard about this website yet, it comes with an expensive price tag a month, paying for all the features and the website team behind it that helps out with the glitches and make sure everything's running smooth. But I actually want to end up paying ultimately a lot more per month than I am right now, because if you're new here, if I pay an extra $30,000 fee, I got to pay it as a one-time lump sum fee in addition to all the other fees, and I have to renew it annually at $30,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but if I do that for this site, what it does is it builds way more data, and it gives people on the platform their own live streaming platform, their own video uploading platform. It kind of becomes like their own YouTube page, but without the censorship. And I think that would be really awesome to do for the community. But again, we're going to have to get the resources and the funding back up, which has drastically gone down. And again, for the last year and a half, the community was stagnant, but for the last 6 months, it shrank by quite a bit. And again, I think that's because of the lack of focus on sports. Anyhow, if we can get the community back up, we can afford that extra $30,000 a year price tag. And again, that'll bring a lot of value for a lot of us. So now, again, the one stipulation on that is this platform that we're using that this is built upon, they're only saying the first 400 networks that sign up for that can get it. And right now there's 100 and some slots that have been filled. So that means there's 200 and some slots remaining at the extra 30,000 a year. And I'm hoping that by the end of the year, we'll have built back up the community once football season's underway, and it could be kind of be like a Christmas present to all of us. So that is the goal. If you guys want to help get there, please do support the work. Signing up for the sports is a way to do it. If you'd rather go to Patreon because you feel more comfortable with that platform, that's a way. If you go to my website, gematriaeffect.news, there's other ways to donate. But again, that is the news. So for all the sports people who sent me an email that Patreon's not working, hopefully you can figure out this Gematria Effect news on the Mighty Networks app and getting into the group. And sometimes signing up for something the first time's annoying, but once you figure it out, there's no more problems. So don't turn your hair gray trying to sign up. Remember, the football games that we're talking about today are still a week away. So you have time to get in there. If you do miss the live stream, it's not the end of the world. You can always watch it afterwards and extract the information. And realize besides the streams, I also do post the notes for people who'd rather just go over the notes with their own eyes, read the information that essentially we're going to present and expand on. But that's also there. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Just wanted to get that message out there. Again, thank you to everyone who supports. And I'll see you a little bit later today. Not even 3 hours from now. Till next time, True Seeker.